Welcome back to Today with Matt and Dave. I'm Matt Ricker,
And I'm Dave Horvath.
and welcome back to the show. Thank you for listening in to all of our viewers who are listening this afternoon. And Dave, over to you.
Okay, so we're going to start this off with a little bit of school sports. So this past week, the Iona struggled kind of across the board in all sports. A couple bright spots, though. The men's cross-country and track and field team came in first at the Marist season opener last Saturday, so congrats to them. The women's cross-country team in track and field came in third place out of 5 in last week's meet at the Marist season opener. Golf came in tied for 7th of 14 on Saturday at the Colgate Invitational and 6th on Sunday, so they made a little improvement. Men's soccer lost a heartfelt 2-1 game on against Duke University September 5th and won their first game of the year yesterday against Stony Brook 3-1. It was a tough week for men's water polo as they lost 20-9 versus Johns Hopkins and 20-3 versus Princeton on September the 5th at the Navy Open, and then lost again 10-12 to Mount San Antonio College on Sunday, but then won their first game of the year in the afternoon 18-7 versus Penn State Brethren. Women lost a lopsided victory 6-0 last Thursday versus Hartford, and then a heartfelt 1-0 loss to Townsend on last Sunday. Volleyball lost to Army 3-0, Cornell 3-0 at the Black Knights Invitational on Saturday, September 5th, and then lost again to William Mary 3-0 on September the 6th, and then lost another heartfelt 3-0 to Ryder on September the 9th. So
It's been a rocky week.
it was a rocky week. But just as the season must go on, volleyball and others will be in action this coming week. Volleyball will be playing in the Texas Classic again Friday, 11 a.m. versus Santa Clara, and Friday at 6 p.m. versus Texas San Antonio, and then again Sunday at 11 a.m. versus Colorado State. Women's soccer is on the road at Bucknell, playing tomorrow at 4 p.m., and then we'll be home. My bad, not home. Away and Sunday, September 13th at 3 p.m. at Columbia. Men's soccer is playing at Saturday, September 12th at 7 p.m. at Drexel, and then we'll be home to play against Delaware on Wednesday, September 16th at 4:30. Golf will be playing Friday and Saturday at the Rutgers Fall Invitational, and men's water polo will be at the Princeton Invite on Friday and Saturday. Friday playing against Diablo Valley College, Saturday playing against Santa Clara in the morning, and at night playing against Pacific. Men's rugby will be playing this Saturday at 1 o'clock versus Willing Jesuit, which is a top 25 team in the nation, so let's hope they can pull out a win, and they'll be ranked if they do, so that's exciting. Now, moving on to national sports, football's back, baby. My favorite sport out there, the NFL, will be starting tonight at 8:30 when Steelers play against the Patriots. So that's exciting because I'm a Patriots fan.
Boo!
Oh, thanks, Matt. Haha, so funny. And this series we picked up again on Sunday when the Packers play at the Bears, Chiefs play at the Texans, Browns play at the Jets, Colts, Bills, Dolphins, Redskins, Panthers, Jaguars, Seattle Rams, Saints play Cardinals, Lions play Chargers, Titans play Bucks, Bengals play Raiders, Ravens play Broncos, and hey, them hometown Giants playing against the Cowboys at Sunday night. Oh, what a better time to play. And then we'll wrap up with Monday Night Football, Eagles at Falcons, and Vikings at 49ers. So it's exciting that football's back, and it's been a long time since football's, February. It's been waiting for those Sundays.
It seems like, we just did the Super Bowl, and now I'm ready for football again.
Oh, I can't wait,
Yeah.
Who doesn't love spending Sundays watching football all day? Now, moving on to college football. Last week there was really no surprises. Mostly every single top 25 team won. The only top 25 teams not to lose was Stanford lost to Northwestern, surprisingly, not really expected. Wisconsin lost to number 3 Alabama, but because one team is going to lose out of those because it's 20 versus 3. And Arizona State lost in a lopsided game against Texas A&M, which many were not expecting to see happen. But everyone else kind of took care of business, even Ohio State last Monday taking care of Virginia Tech, avenging last year's loss. Now, this week, top 25 teams in action. There's a couple top 25 matchups, starting with Oklahoma playing against Tennessee, so that'll be a pretty good game to watch. And Oregon playing against Michigan State, another that's two top 7 teams playing, and LSU playing at Mississippi State. With other games, Boise State playing versus BYU, UCLA versus UNLV, Toledo at Arkansas, Arizona at Nevada, Missouri at Arkansas State, Lamar going to play number 4 Baylor. I feel bad for them because they're about to have 100 put up on them. Don't take that as my own prediction though, because I don't think they'll hit 100, but 70 seems like a solid number to predict. Utah State playing at Utah, South Florida playing at Florida State, Jacksonville State playing at Auburn, another game. Feel bad for Jacksonville State. Appalachian State playing at Clemson, Tulane at Georgia, Notre Dame at Virginia, Stephen F. Austin at TCU, Fresno State at Ole Miss, Georgia at Vanderbilt, Middle Tennessee versus number 2 Alabama. I'm sorry, Middle Tennessee, but it's going to be a bad one. And number 1 Ohio State playing against Hawaii, with newcomer Texas A&M jumping up to number 16 in the poll versus Ball State. So it'll be interesting again this week. You'll have 3 top 25 teams will have to lose just because playing against other top 25 teams, but it'll be I think a pretty easy week for most of these teams. They shouldn't have too much issue with most of their counterparts. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I think we got a busy week coming up, and it'll be good, to see all these college football teams and see how they do.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll have a fun-filled Saturday watching college football and a fun-filled Sunday watching the great sport, NFL football. So, Matt, because it's the beginning of the football season, I guess it's time for us to make our predictions for the Super Bowl. I know we still got a long way to go, but, just a rough projection. Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl this year?
Well, if you guys don't know, I'm a very big New York Giants fan.
Boo. Yeah, funny. Good joke.
I'm a Giants fan, not a Jets fan, Giants fan. But
well, at least you picked the better New York team.
I'm also a big Yankee fan, but we're talking about football. So, yeah, my predictions for football, surprisingly, I'm actually predicting the Patriots again.
Okay.
Because Tom Brady's back, and from the whole controversy surrounding Deflategate. Yeah, I think Steelers, Patriots, or Giants. Those are my top 3 picks.
Top 3 picks to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
That's a solid few. I think you're going to see Patriots. I would like to see Patriots back. That would make me very happy. The issue is our secondary is not too good right now. So we'll have to see where that goes. I think the Packers could make a run at it, even with all those injuries to their wide receivers. You got Aaron Rodgers, and he's a hell of a quarterback. I think you also, again, Seattle only got better on offense with Jimmy Graham, with that addition that gives now Russell Wilson a big target right over the middle of the field. Red zones. Now you got to watch out for Graham and Marshawn Lynch. That's a pretty good 1-2 punch right there. I think another couple teams, again, you could always see the Broncos, the Cowboys will be strong again. Fast-paced Eagles could make a run. Who really knows? Maybe it'll be a surprise team for all we know. I mean, who knows? Maybe we could see a team like the Dolphins pull something out. I don't know. The Colts only got better. It's going to be interesting to see who. If I had to make my own prediction, I think teams you could see winning it, I think it could be Patriots, Green Bay, Patriots, Seattle, Broncos, Green Bay, Broncos, maybe even throw in a team like the Falcons. I mean, last year they had a pretty bad year, but you still have Matt Ryan there and a healthy Julio Jones, and you got a nice 1-2 punch there at running back. Maybe, who knows? I guess only time will tell, and we'll see how these rookie quarterbacks do. Number 1, number 2 overall pick Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota playing for their respective teams. Maybe the Bucs can get to 500 this year. Maybe Tennessee can have a winning season finally. I mean, my roommate back in my dorm, huge Tennessee fan, and I make fun of him all the time because the Titans aren't very good. But hey, Martin, maybe they'll make it sooner or later. Who knows? But it'll be interesting to see how these teams go. I mean, you can even talk about Browns and Johnny Manziel. Is he going to play? Is he going to do well? Who knows? Listen, I'm only a commentator. I can only say what I think, but time will tell, and we'll see how teams kind of end up making out at the end of the year. But what do you think, Matt? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, those all sound good to me.
Good, sound good to you? And
Yeah.
let's hope this week, going back to Iona sports, because we got to talk about our great moon and gold. Let's hope Iona can have a strong week this week and really get back on track and get in position where they can succeed.
Yep. Go Gales. I'm looking forward to basketball coming back.
Oh, basketball's gonna be great this year. Trust me.
Yeah.
Men and women's gonna be both contending. Men will be the favorite again for men's basketball. Hopefully this year we can take the title and stop Mr. Masiello and Manhattan from taking a third consecutive. And the women, people might think, oh, they lost to Mika, they lost the all-time max scorer, one of the greatest scorers ever. What are they gonna do? But I've talked to a couple players on the team, and they really think they're gonna be a dark horse. They go from being a 1-on-5 now, where gonna have 5 girls that have to really play together and play solid. And I think listening to them, watching them practice, watching them play, with the right moves, they could be dominant too. And who knows? Maybe we'll be sending 2 teams to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It's funny how you mentioned the Max back in January when the Gales made it, the men's Gales
Made it all
basketball.
the way to the championship and
Yeah.
then lost.
Well, when I went to the Max in Albany, I was so upset because I wanted to go, but I had like a test or a midterm that day, so I was like, oh man.
Couldn't go to the championship game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch it on TV, so it's just as good.
Hey, maybe not just as good, but it's
No, not just. Yeah, you're right.
nothing's as good.
Yeah.
But hey, we're telling you freshmen out there and any other people listening, come to the games. It's gonna be awesome this year.
Yes.
Get involved with the Moon Maniacs, because hey, the more kids we come, the crazier we get. It only helps feed to the players and make them pumped up. And if you want to see some great basketball, some high scoring offense, want them back and forth and dunking on everybody, stay tuned this year, because it's going to be quite a year, and I'm excited to see us make our ways towards MAC championship and make it to the NCAA tournament and make a splash there.
I have some breaking news headlines at this hour.
Oh, okay. Hit us up, Matt.
Sorry. I just okay. Here it is. Well, this isn't breaking news, but Siri interrupts White House press briefing, answers Iran question.
Oh, that's funny now. Look at that. Apple, that's been Apple's plan. They made Siri so they can help her interrupt the president and start taking his answering for him instead of him doing it himself.
Also, yeah, what I don't know how much you followed it, but what do you think on the Iran deal?
Like most people, I think I'm not the biggest fan.
Yeah.
I'm really not a fan of it at all. I think it was not the smartest idea, giving them the power to do things that we don't want to see happen. Listen, I understand maybe that you think it's smart, or other people think it's smart, but I'm sorry, Mr. President. You're going down a slippery slope giving Iran that power.
Yeah.
Because listen, they're talking about what they want to do. It's not like they're hiding their secrets. They're kind of out there just saying what they want to do. And the last thing I want to do is start a nuclear war that's going to destroy the planet. Because, I feel like living today and not being blown up.
Yeah, and also breaking news is Republican measure to stop Iran nuclear deal has stopped in the U.S. Senate, so they're going through with it, I guess.
I don't know why. I heard a bunch of different politicians themselves not agree with this plan, and
Yeah.
it's I don't know what they're thinking to make it happen. Obviously, someone's paying someone else off.
Mm-hmm.
Money's going to someone's back pocket because, hey, why? This doesn't make sense at all. It's only going to doom one country, and that country is probably called Israel. So we'll see what happens there now.
Well, anyway, going back to sports, do you have anything? Do you have any other sports?
Not too much. Just coming around the corner. Hockey's gonna be coming up soon. Got to get excited for that. I know we're still a little ways out, but got excited. Same thing with you mentioned college basketball. College basketball comes up soon. Pro basketball starts. Baseball's coming down the stretch. I almost forgot about that. Didn't even hit me, Matt. That baseball. Last week when I told you it wasn't very close. It's kind of the same. I mean, Toronto right now has a 1.5 game lead over the Yankees, so the hometown Yankees, I know we have a lot of Yankee fans out here. They're hoping Yankees can make a run. Yeah, I know, just like you, Matt. Huge Yankee fan right there, Matt. We'll have to really see though, because it's game and a half. They're still got 23 games left before they're eliminated from playoff contention, so they still got more than enough time. When you go to the American League Central, that's just about wrapped up. Pretty much Kansas City's up by 11 games. I doubt that Minnesota will have a comeback. So you can go move to the American League West, and Texas kind of faltered just a little bit, but they're right on Houston's heels still, only 2 games out. So it's, Houston, Texas, both Texas teams. Texas has been playing very well lately. You got to go over to the National League now, and, the Mets, Matt, I told you last week, did not expect to see it happen, but the Mets are playing great baseball. Now they're up by 7 games on Washington, and Washington's running out of time. They really got to hope for a Mets to lose a couple games in a row, and they can string a couple wins. But right now, Iona is looking like the best player in baseball. Wow. Look at him a couple months ago. He was like, duty. He wasn't very good at all, and comes to the Mets and has been killing it. Now, I'm not saying he could pull the MVP right out from under Bryce Harper. He moved to the Central. Pittsburgh did gain a little bit on St. Louis, where they're only 4.5 games out now, so it did get a little closer, not too much. And going to the National League West, my Giants have only faltered again and again, and now we're out by 8.5 games. And I haven't thrown the towel in yet, but it's almost close. I'm gonna have to say that next year we'll get them. And hey, we weren't expected to do much because we only win World Series on odd number years, or even number years, I should say. So hey, next year, watch out. And wild card, pretty much the same. There's really no close. It's kind of when the American League, it's the Yankees and the Rangers, with the Angels being the next closest team. And in the National League, it is Pittsburgh and Chicago, with really no one close to them at all. The scary thing is, look at the National League Central, the Cubs are 80 and 58, and they're in third place. If they were 80 and 58 in any other division, they would be in first place, especially the American National League West, or any if they were in the American League West, they would be up by quite a few games. But just looking about, it's about done for the year. Most teams are kind of finding it that they're not going to make the playoffs this year, and it's all about wrapped up. We'll have a couple more weeks left of baseball, and then we'll be going to playoff time and see how that ends up.
Yeah, it's just so sad to see baseball coming to an end, but I'm looking forward to the football season starting.
Oh yeah,
up.
Football starts up.
Yeah,
you still got postseason. Postseason play hopefully will be good, just like last year. Never know who can win it, but we'll have to see how the last couple weeks of baseball ends.
Also, just let me. Oh yeah, do you have any other sports updates?
No, but I think we're gonna take a short break right now, and we'll come back to you after these short messages.
All right.